What's up, guys? Welcome back to Majin in the Forsaken Kingdom. This time we're going to be doing the altar level. The level that this level is going to consist of actually a mask. And I gotta say, this level was very challenging. It actually has another puzzle that you have to complete, consisting of these cages that you have to move back and forth, and you have to actually use Teotl to, you have to bring Teotl across these cages, and it's really difficult. There's not that many enemies in this, like the last mission. There's not really that many enemies in this part of the game, so you just have to pretty much finish off these enemies on the ground here first. That's the first thing you want to do, is finish off the enemies in the ground and then go after the actual puzzle of this area. So we won't be fighting too many enemies, and that was pretty awesome. I just got some serious air there. Anyways, yeah, we have to kill these guys, and then we can move on to the puzzle. And I gotta say that I do have quite a few cuts in this video, because I had lots of difficulty trying to complete this area of the game. So you will see that. You will see numerous cuts in the video. I'm just giving you a fair warning on that. So you can see these little things dangling right there. That's basically what we have to do. Now, one of the things that you have to do, first of all, before you complete any of this area, is you want to go back to the previous area, and you want to get water for Teotl. That's one of the first things you want to complete. And so we're going to focus on doing that. Now there is actually one NPC bird that you have to talk to. Actually, I think there's two of them, but there's one of them right here that you have to talk to, coming up. And he kind of explains to you how this puzzle works, what we're supposed to be doing here.
I wonder what that gondola hanging there is for. It's decorated a little too fancy to be something that just carries cargo. Maybe they used to let the wind rock it and relaxed with a nice cup of tea.
Okay, so that kind of gives you the indication that you have to use the power of wind to probably, move the gondolas, which are the cages. And the fact that it can carry something means that you have to carry Teotl. That's kind of what that bird was speaking of. Now here's where I cut the video back to the beginning.
Get on my back.
Because I was running around aimlessly, not knowing what the hell to do. So here's what you want to do. First of all, there's actually this is actually towards the northern end of the area, and there's this room, or this doorway up here. We won't be actually coming to this area for a very long time in the game, almost towards the end. But you'll see there's like a door up here to the north, completely sealed away, and it takes you to the lower river. And that's another area that houses some pretty unique items and some secret items too as well. So we'll be going to that, much later in the walkthrough. So it's not gonna be a very long time now. Now I cut the video right here again, and this is where I'm heading back to the previous area. And this is mainly what you want to do. Right when you enter this area, you want to go back to the main area, or the previous area that you completed. And the first order of business is to try and get Teotl to get some water, because you'll need the water for this next area. That's what took me forever to figure out, but there he is. Now you'll recognize this area. This is the area we just completed on our last video. Basically, we're just going back here and we're picking up some water. And we want to bring Teotl back to the research, or not the research wing, but the Oh yeah, that's right. The Royal Garden is what this place is called. So we want to go over here to the left. You'll see where those two, you know, barrels are, or whatever they are. Yeah, right over here. And you want to target that. They look like little barrel. They look like barrels, I guess. You want to target that with the water, and that'll get them moving upwards.
Good.
So now you can reach that area up above with the blue fruit upgrade. That's the first thing you want to do. I hope I don't confuse people with this level with so many cuts in the video, but you know, it's not too difficult. I mean, you just want to dodge the enemies through here. Like I said, there's not going to be that many enemies. Just last time we fought the enemies, we didn't kill all of them, so Teatl didn't absorb every one of them. So there's only like 2 little enemies down there that are still left. So we want to feed Teatl the fruit upgrade, and this will give him an upgrade to the wind power.
My wind more stronger.
So now he has stronger wind. Now we want to go over to the cages. Now this is how this works. Is it took me forever to figure this crap out, but first what you want to do is you want to target the cage with the tail. Oh yeah, those enemies are back.
Go away.
Yeah, you have to kill these enemies down here first. Once these guys are out of the way, then you don't have any more enemies to worry about throughout this whole part of the game. Or this whole section. There's only a few more down here. So yeah, that should be in orderly fashion, that should be your first order of business. Defeat all the enemies on the ground floor, then go back and get the water, and then come back. So you're ready, you know, and then for the puzzle, for the cages. This is how you do this. You target it with Teatl. He uses wind power to blow the one cage to the left. And now you can use it basically with these levers. And you want to do the same thing with the other cage. That's the first thing you want to do. Use the wind power on both cages. See, now they're actually locked into place where you can actually use the levers to move them back and forth. Now you'll see here, this is where Teatl has to actually get to, is that other fountain behind that gate, because there's water behind there. But the first order of business is to try and get him to come over to this gate. And you notice he goes around all the time too, like that. Now he will actually not be able to move far. You want to just let him wait right there, and that was actually a mistake. You don't want to hit that lever. You want to hit the other lever on the other side. It'll bring the cage to him, basically, is what'll happen. Just like that. And now you can finally bring Teatl into the cage, and then have him just wait there. Make sure he's fully in the cage though before you do anything. And then push the lever on this side, and it'll bring him over to the other side like that.
Yay! That's great!
And that's like only the very first part of this area. Now you climb back up the ladder. And now he's on this side, but he still can't gain access to the water or anything yet. See, what we're trying to do is we're trying to splash water on that barrel. But we can't do that yet because we have to open the gate that's across from here first to get to that fountain. And when you open that gate, you'll notice that there is a lever that you have to gain access to. So it's actually locked right now. Now if you look closely on this wall, you should see there's actually somewhere on this wall there's a lizard that you can climb onto. And that's, yeah, I actually cut the video there because I was looking around for a while, I was trying to find it. It's kind of hard to spot, but it's on that one side right there.
Okay,
and
I wait here.
And you know what to do next. You climb up on the top of the ledge, grab the chest, then move on, and then you can finally open that door for Teotl. And now down here you get to talk to a bird.
The jungle is up ahead, but the darkness is closed around the door and we can't get near. Just how can we break through this?
Okay, now we drop down here. And we're like now on the other side, so now we can actually get Teotl to come through the gate.
Yay! That's great!
Now we can finally gain access to the water in this area on the other side. And you can use that on the barrels right here. And we got 2 more items to get in this area. The memory shard and actually 1 more item. So yeah, you can see the 1 item right there, then the memory shard. Most of this level consists of the puzzles trying to get Teotl to get the mask. That's the hardest part in the whole part of this level is to try to get that mask. Okay, now this is the next part. This part I was really confused about, so I was running around for quite a long time trying to figure this out. This video probably would have been 45 minutes if I were to recorded everything that I did. So that's why I cut the video, you know, at certain points. Now here you can actually jump on the ledge if you do it right, like I just did around the corner. And right here is where I cut the video again. And you can see I'm on this other side right here. Right over where the first cage is. Now here's what we have to do is you have to get Teotl to get over to that area. You want to move that gate over that way to the left towards the, you know, the entrance, how you came into the area. And you want to just leave it there. You can't bring Teotl across here. I mean you can, but he doesn't have any water, so you know you have to get the water from the other end of the area, and then you have to bring him back over so he can, you know. So that's the way to do that, is you have to grab a hold of the other cage so he comes right over here so he can get across there. And you have to kind of make a path to where he can go over there to the other end, get the water, come back to this area where I'm at right now, and then go over there to where the last barrels are, where you can splash water on them and grab the mask. That's what the whole puzzle entails, pretty much. So. So now he's over on the other side. Now you want to wait for him to come back up to this area. He's gonna actually go around the other way. And now we're in the second cage.
Okay, I wait here.
Now we can move him right over to where the water is, on the other end of the map. Yeah, this is probably the hardest part of the game so far in the game that we've actually had to complete, I would say. Oh, and you can see my my 2 scholar pieces that I have equipped. I have the pants and the cuffs equipped. You can kind of see them there. They look kind of cool. And now we want to take Teotl with the water that he has right now, and we want to bring him back over to that other end where the first cage was, on the whole other end is on the other end, on the other side of the map, way over there. So what we want to do is keep him there. Want to move him back over across. It's a little tricky, but hopefully you'll figure it out from my directions. I know my directions are kind of crappy, but if you got any questions, just ask. We're actually almost there now. So see, now he's on the other side. Now we can bring him over to the other cage that's right over there.
I go now.
Do you want to bring him over here and just let him wait right here? And then you just want to go back over there and bring the cage back over. And see, this time now he has the water in his mouth, so he's ready to use it. On those barrels right below me right there.
Can't wait.
And then you got to go back over there and put him on the cage and bring him on over.
I go now.
And that's pretty much it for the cages. That's pretty much it. That's how you get the mask. I know it's kind of confusing, but hopefully no one has any problems with that. And then you simply target the last barrels right here, and he'll come and splash the water on him, and then you can grab the mask. That's essentially what we need to get, is the mask in order to access the research wing, which I was telling you about before in my last video. We couldn't do much in the research wing because it's kind of closed off. So once you get this mask, it'll break the barrier from the research wing, so you can gain access to that next area. And that's pretty much it. There's only one other item to get, and that's the memory shard. And I cut the video once again on that to try to show where it's at, but hopefully you find it. It's not too hard. It's actually on the bottom level area, and it's right below one of those barrel areas where the fenced, where it's kind of like fenced in. And I cut the video right here actually. There we go. And now it's like right down here below here. Yeah, it's right here. And that makes all the items. It's right next to that ladder actually. So I just looked for a ladder and try to find it. See right where I'm located right there. And then the very next thing you got to do is you have to exit this area. I actually ran around in this area trying to figure out how to actually progress further, but this is actually a complete dead end. You can't go much any further than this. So you actually have to backtrack to the previous area to go back to the research wing that we were, trying to get to before, that we actually went to before in the last video. So that's where I cut the video again. And you basically want to go back now. Want to backtrack. Because you're done with this area completely. I was a little lost here. Yeah, you don't want to go that way because you can't go that way. That place is completely blocked off. And you can actually see there's another whole area over there called Lola River, but we won't be accessing that area for a very, very long time. So, see, now we're back here at the save point. I kind of just skipped the video back to the save point. Hopefully you can find your way back. It's actually not too difficult. The Teatro will follow you pretty much anywhere. He won't get stuck or anything. And I saved my game after completing that really complex puzzle. And right over here, what we want to do now is we want to we got all the items. We want to go through to the research wing area, and that's actually the gate that where the lizard is located, where that that lizard is located on the wall. That's where the research wing is. So we want to go that way. And this time, finally, we can actually access this area. This will be our next area in the next video. And I have to say, this next area is going to be freaking awesome. It's probably gonna be one of my favorite videos to do. So we're going to pick up this fruit flower and talk to this rat real quick.
There was a big piece of fruit at the back of this research facility. Maybe it's the power of lightning.
So there you go. That's it, the power of lightning. So in the next video, we are going to focus on finally gaining the Majin's next ability, and it's actually one of my favorite abilities in the entire game, and for a very good reason. So we'll talk about that on the next video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.